Hola, my people, and a special hello to Judy. Okay, Judy, I hunted all over the place, and I finally just asked St. Anthony, help me find this thing. It was not in my closet. It was in my workshop, tucked up in a thing. So this is the final tunic top that I had made in a video like ages ago, like maybe 2-3 years ago, and everybody keeps asking me to see this finished product, and I hardly ever wear it because you see, when I made it, the neck was more of a boat line neck, and it's really kind of risque because it becomes sort of off the shoulder. So now I only wear it if I'm wearing like a top underneath it. So I have a top underneath this sweatshirt on right now, so I will go ahead, and this is my cool scarf I made a couple of years ago. These are actually leaves from my tree. Isn't that neat? They're printed on there. That'll be, if you're interested in learning how to do that, then let me know. It is kind of fun, and 'tis the season to be collecting your leaves for printing. There's a lot of good natural dyes in the leaves in your backyard. Those were pecan leaves. Okay, so here it is. So it's very, let me back this up so you can kind of, I'll step back and you can kind of, well, maybe, you know what, you don't need to see everything in my ceiling, so I'll just turn it down like this. So it turned out like this. So see, it's sort of off the shoulder, so I would kind of have to wear something up here because I'm a modest that way. And the sleeves turned out kind of funky, but I kind of liked it. They ended up with sort of a bell thing. You don't have to do that. But that's sort of the way it just got kind of wacky because it was one of the first ones I did. But I was like, you know what? I am kind of wacky. So I'll go ahead and go with that. And then this right here is just some really great yarn that a friend of mine had made for me that went in that purple dress that I did. If you've ever seen, like, my very first Nuno-Felted anything was crazy. Don't use a really tightly woven silk, okay? I used China silk. It took forever. Make it easier on yourself and use like a gauze or something. But the China silk was really pretty on one side. It was still shiny, so the shiny is kind of cool, but it was difficult. Anyways, this was from that project. So I just turned it around and made it kind of look like a flower. And then I used some of the, these are actually locks. So these are locks that are in the thing. And then see, I accidentally got a little dye as I was wearing this one day when I was working in my dye shop or my dye studio. But it's just sort of like that, just kind of hangs. I get all kinds of compliments when I wear it. It's just, that neckline is so risque, I hardly ever wear it. So then it kind of created like a little, no, not down here. Down here it's just a little bit gathered. So that's kind of nice. As you work it, it'll scrunch it up, it'll pucker, and it'll make little gathers down at the bottom. So this is the side everybody was asking me, how's this side gonna, well, you don't even really see the seam. It's seamless. Whoops, got a little hole developing there. But anyways, it's totally seamless. And this is just alpaca. And I did laminate it on the edges. So you see I put some on this side and on this side. So that's called laminating. But if I turn it over here, see, you'll see the gauze. So this was silk gauze. Very, very lightweight. And you're looking at the MOMs, M-O-M-Es. When you buy silk, like go to like Dharma Trading Company if you're here in the U.S. They have great prices on, and I bought a bolt of silk gauze, and I use it for all of my tunic tops and stuff like that, and also for scarves. It's exceedingly easy, but it was like a 5 mohm. So you'll see this 8 mohm. You don't really want to go above 8. You get above 8, you're getting a heavier weight of silk per inch, and it is usually very tightly woven, and it's just darn hard to get your fibers through. But I really do love working with alpaca. I might even have a little bit of loose alpaca in here. I think I do, because I love alpaca so much. I was making yarn, and where's the rest of this? Aha! So sometimes I make yarn on my on the go with the drop spindle. I highly recommend this if you are just beginning to spin. Get yourself a drop spindle. They're like $14, 15 max, and you can make some nice yarn. Now, once you get really going, you're gonna want to get a wheel, but this is alpaca. But see how fine alpaca is? It's so fine and wispy. Where's my camera? Ah, here it is. It's so fine and wispy. It's super easy to Nuno-Felt, and it's so soft on the skin. So I love alpaca. I'm kind of a nut with the alpaca, but I do love alpaca. I love it more than the, what do you call it? The wool that everybody loves that starts with an M. Oh, you know what I'm talking. Merino. Everybody loves the merino. Here's some merino. It's also very fine. It's got a longer staple than alpaca, generally speaking. So it's a little easier to spin, which is why spinners love it. But it's super soft too. But I tell you, I don't think it's as soft as alpaca. Really don't. Alpaca is so soft. So this is just natural fawn alpaca. Alpaca also comes in like tons and tons of different shades. It comes in gray, comes in black, comes in white, comes in fawn, comes in like this one that's called rose gray. Very rare. If you ever get a hold of rose gray, you gotta grab it. It's delicious. So it's kind of like a little bit of red in the gray, and so it kind of gives it a rose look. So that's why it's called rose gray. Anyways, that is the final product, Judy. I hope you like that. If you have any other questions, I have finally found this thing, so feel free to ask and you shall receive. But there you go. That is the finished product of one of my very first things and tunics. And this was just a simple project where I laid down a top and I used that as my template. And so maybe I'll link these 2 videos. So in case you're seeing this for the first time and you're like, what is she talking about? It is a really old, really bad video. Sorry about that. I made it like 3 years before I started this channel. So it's like up and down and just right in there, but it's informative. People still watch it. So hence this follow-up video. Talk to y'all later. Have a great time, Judy, and let me know how it goes with your melting.